Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, ground forces, and motives. After suggesting the U.S. might take military action in Nigeria over the weekend, Trump refused to rule out the possibility of U.S. boots on the ground. Politicians are normally pretty quick to rule that out. That's led many people to question why Nigeria is so important. We also got a lot of comments about Nigeria's oil reserves after the last video. As we've talked about in foreign policy videos, countries don't have friends, they have interests. And as transactional as Trump is, it's unlikely that he's purely motivated by something he read in 2 Corinthians. While maintaining access to oil is an interest the U.S. pursues, periodically, it's something else. We'll get to that in a second. It's often said that God created war so that Americans would learn geography. So first, a bit about Nigeria. When a lot of Americans hear Africa, an image pops in their mind: mud huts, poor sanitation, and so on. Lagos is Nigeria's largest city. It's the financial center for the country, and kind of Africa in general. In many ways, it's their New York City, except its metro area is bigger than the Big Apple. Industries are, of course, oil and gas, but also agriculture. Remember in the last video when I said Trump's framing was lacking? Agriculture includes farmers, who are predominantly Christian, and herders, who are predominantly Muslim. Farmers and herders fall into conflict a lot, which means disputes over land and water that are economic in origin feed ethnic and religious divides. But there's a lot of investment in another industry in Nigeria: rare earth minerals. Yep, the same thing Trump has been fighting with China about. The same thing that prompted this channel to say that Africa will be the new Middle East years ago. Getting more specific, Nigeria has a lot of monazite sand. What's that good for? A bunch of things, but thorium springs to mind. That's the material needed for the type of nuclear reactors Trump has been pushing. You know another country that has an absolute massive supply of thorium? More than Nigeria even. Venezuela. They're in the top 10. Greenland has a ton too. Weird, right? There are a few key things to keep in mind. First, Nigeria is a very populous country with about 230 million people. The situation there is being grossly oversimplified by the administration. The various factions and motivations are reminiscent of Syria. Trump's framing of Christian versus Muslim is likely to encourage foreign fighters to flock there in the event of U.S. action, because he's setting it up as a crusade rather than a move in the national interests of the U.S. If the Trump administration doesn't reverse course on soft power immediately, the U.S. will fail to secure access to markets peacefully, and all Americans will learn new geography. Rare earths are the new oil. Even Trump knows that. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.